Hello and welcome to PSGL F11 tonight. I am Sondre Zorag, joined by Lewis Marshall.
Hello, everybody.
Well, as usual, we have two guests with us, so I'll let you start with your guest, Marshall.
Yeah, so, I'm going to start with you tonight. I think
All right.
we haven't spoke for a while. I think
Yeah,
since last
yeah, it's
season,
been
I
a
think,
while.
in
Yeah,
F6, if I'm
yeah,
right. Doing, or do you think you could be
yeah.
doing a bit better?
I feel like I could do a little bit better. I'm pretty happy though because really didn't expect. I think I could have done it a little bit better on a couple of races.
Yeah, and Red Bull with your team exhaust, who's
I don't
either
think.
not here or had internet issues. How do you think
Yeah,
Red Bull's going? Or
I felt like we were doing okay, and then I mean, the exhaust. He won the first race, I think, but he hasn't raced very consistently. I think he's got work or uni conflicts, so.
mm,
I think we could have some better points if my partner would have been able to race more often. Because
yeah, I forgot. Do you normally have like reserves as a teammate, or? 'Cause I
you
can't
know,
remember
last
seeing exhaust.
last week I raced by myself. There wasn't even a
Oh,
reserve, so
it is Vietnam, I guess. Yeah, talking about Vietnam, how was your race last week? 'Cause I only remember it's on the podium.
um, no, I didn't make
That's
podium, did I?
no, all I
Almost.
remember is the podium. Oh,
Oh, okay.
wait, yeah,
I finished pretty far down. I
you got points, or just 2 points of
Yeah, I
that's
think I got
P9, I
2 points.
believe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
P9. Yeah, I think I could have done better. I had to pit I had to pit twice for new wings. I got hit on lap one, lost my wing, had to pit, and then had to pit later in the race in the rain because I hit a wall and had to replace. So I had to make at least one extra pit stop. I think I would maybe been a little bit farther up.
yeah, you got a couple points on the table, so
Yeah,
that's always good. And coming
yep.
into Japan, what's your thoughts? I saw in the Discord earlier you enjoy this track, so
I
what's your
I do.
targets?
I like Japan. My target will be to finish in the top 10,
Yeah,
which doesn't sound
easy
like
said than
much,
done.
but for me, that's to get in the points for me is a good race.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how you do here because I believe last time we came to Italy, you got P5 on penalties.
I did, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, which
so you've got good history here. So you reckon you could do something similar?
yeah, I hope so. If I can keep it on the track, what really helps me is if I can keep my vehicle on the track and some people in front of me get penalties, then I can jump a couple of spots. So
Yeah, let's hope so. It's gonna be interesting to see how you do, especially on a track you enjoy. So it's gonna
yeah,
be interesting to see what you can do in quali and the race. So
yeah.
good luck tonight. Hopefully see you in the
Yep,
points.
yep, thank you.
Good luck again.
All right,
So
thank you.
okay, Sandra, would you like to not invite interview Luke now?
I would, and first of all, good evening to you, Luke. And well, I believe you've been here quite a few times, so first of all, do you like it here?
I do, yeah. It's quite a challenging circuit. I think we were speaking before. The game rates it as medium, probably medium for those that have driven around here a lot more times. Whereas if you're a bit newer to the F1 games, you might struggle with it a bit more. Yeah, it's a challenging track, old-fashioned. You get punished for your mistakes, so we might actually see less penalties at other tracks because there's not as much tarmac runoff area. I think obviously Spoon 130R probably the main corners where you can, and the first corner where you can get away with running wide. Everywhere else you're probably going to end up in the gravel and spinning around. Yeah, it's a fun track to drive around. You feel good when you get a good lap round here.
Indeed, you do. What would you say is your favorite part on this track?
Um, I'm struggling with it at the moment, but I do normally enjoy like the first sector. To be honest, I enjoy VS's. it's quite a challenge. Tests for setup of the car, definitely tests how good you are, especially in the race if we're going in with heavier fuel and at times when our tyres are wearing as well. It can definitely be a challenge, and it's very tricky. You've got to not be too greedy at the early part, because if you get offline early on, you'll just lose absolute chunks of time. But yeah, there's so many great corners around here. Degner's at the end of the first sector, very tough.
Yeah.
Obviously, 130R as well. Not the challenge it was, but it's not the challenge if it's dry. We're in Japan, we could get rain, and then it would be a lot more interesting around there, I'm sure.
True. The 130-hour corner isn't much to deal with for the F1 cars nowadays, unless it is raining. Nonetheless, though, going back to last week, you got your first points of the season. So, how was the Vietnam race for you?
Yeah, it was very good. I said to myself in the interview before, I just need to maybe not drive as aggressively, and I think because of the weather conditions, it actually forced me to be a bit more careful. I can't remember making any on-track overtakes, yet the game still gave me driver of the day, which just says what sort of race it was. A couple of like small mistakes. I think I broke my front wing once, but when the game says it's going to rain in 5 minutes, I thought there's no point changing the wing, and that was definitely interesting though, because I seem to remember the game said it was only going to rain towards the end of the race, and then I get on the formation lap and Jeff says rain in 15 minutes, and I'm thinking, well, hang on, that's not what you said earlier, and I'm not on the right strategy for that. So yeah, it was a good race. It was nice just to get to the end of a race. I think I've struggled with that a bit recently, and obviously good for myself to get points, and for the AlphaTauri team as well, with a great job from Infinite getting his first points and first podium of the season.
Indeed, a very good race for the AlphaTauri race last weekend. Now over to another question though. I've seen recently a lot of people talking about the alternate strategy being quite OP. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
I always enjoyed the alternate strategy. You've seen I'm not normally quick enough to get into the top 10, and I do enjoy it going for something a bit different. The risk is, if you get caught if there's a safety car early on, everyone at the front might be able to just throw the hard tyres on, and then that's your benefit ruined. But you need to be careful early on. But I found that out from online racers, even just from career mode and my team. The alternate strategy really does seem to work on this game for whatever reason. The medium tyres I generally find to be the best tyres on all racetracks, I think, around here. So if you can spend as much time on them, especially if you can go medium soft in any race outside the top 10, you've got a very good chance of getting decent points.
Interesting. Well, with that, I can see that we're getting close to quali, so I'll just say good luck for now, and hopefully we'll see you again.
Yep, cheers guys.
Good luck.
And I'm not gonna bother asking you about strategy, Marshall, because you don't know, right?
Probably softer hards, I don't know, yeah.
Oh my god, you don't know at all. It is soft mediums.
Soft mediums?
Well, I'm not completely sure, but I remember last game it was soft mediums, and I know that tire wear on Suzuka hasn't exactly been the highest usually, so I'm gonna assume that it's a soft mediums, but as we just mentioned though, a lot of people are starting to get their eyes open about the alternate strategy, so we might see some people trying to just get themselves as high up as possible with the mediums to begin with.
Even like starting hards, hope for a late safety car and pitting for softs. Never know, that could work. If you don't think you're under pace and just brave on hards, then
I'm not sure. I'm not completely sure about this game, but I remember last game, like, you did not need hards on this track at all, and even if you were like gonna do, as you say, bank for a late safety car, you would not need the hards for that. You could almost do how many? Do you remember how many laps Suzuka is? About 28 or something, isn't it?
27, I think.
26. Yeah, I think like if you really wanted to, I think you could take like the soft tires about 16 laps on the last game.
Oh wow.
At some point they would obviously go off, but with that in mind though, I believe if you would be banking on the late safety car, the mediums is still the tire to go on.
Yeah, maybe. It's going to be interesting to see what people do. I'm assuming people outside the top 10 will go for mediums and hards, just because it's quicker, and like you said, it's probably easy to get to medium softs. So,
Indeed.
but you never know. Could rain. Japan is kind of known for its rain.
It is kind of
So,
known for the weather conditions area. It could be quite mixed up sometimes. But
yeah,
nonetheless, though, dry or wet race, this is a great racetrack, and it's really one of the
historic.
older ones. And
Yeah,
like you can see that the layout, it's not like a new track you see nowadays,
proper.
like Hanoi, for example. It's completely different, except for the
It's a
S's.
proper
But
driver's track. It's a proper driver's track. If you make a
it
mistake,
is.
you're in the gravel. It's that simple.
Yeah, except for, as Luke mentioned, Spoon and 130 are pretty much
Yeah,
the two only places you can actually make mistakes without, well, screwing your race over completely. But
yeah.
nonetheless, though, final corner this game, no bump there. How do you feel about that?
Um, While I've driven it in career mode, it's kind of weird because I'm just used to the bump now. Is it just me? I'm just
Nah,
used to the
nah, nah.
bump.
I, I gotta be honest. I hate that the bump isn't there anymore. I got so used to it, and like I usually saw more other people struggle more with it than myself. So like
Yeah,
now that it's gone, it's just like why can't it be back?
yeah. Because
But
with the bump, like when as soon as you went over the bump, that's like indication when I can floor it. But now I'm just like, where's the bump? But then just remember there's no bump.
true, true.
It,
Nonetheless, though,
especially
we're
not playing the
going
game much is quite tough.
true. But nonetheless, we're going into quali. So before we go into quali, we'll just have a quick mention about Brutal Democracy, PSGL's official partner. You could find them on brutaldemocracy.com or BDG_esports on Twitter. For content, you will find them on Twitch with One Brutal Force, Brutal Democracy on YouTube, and Brutal Democracy on Instagram, sponsoring PSGL with a total of 250 quid in prize money for the top three tiers. So great shout to them. They're helping PSGL take further. And people try to do mediums in qualier today.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, especially the top guys like Black Phoenix, Alamunda maybe, Dino. They could risk it getting in the top 10. Even Dion's been quick in qualifying recently.
Dion's been indeed, but I would say that well, actually thinking a little about it, he was really quick on Sandford, and well, Sandford is also a little bit alike Japan in the sense that it's really a driver's track.
Hmm.
So never know. It could be a good track for him. And I see Jendrik already heading out on medium tires.
Yeah, I'm seeing Jendrik, JMK, Dion, Steve, Milam, and Luke all out in the mediums, right? Well, not out, but expected
And
mediums. So that's interesting.
Erminator is the first one out on track in his Alfa Romeo. So we'll follow him as we see him now going through the S's. And well, fair to say that these S's aren't exactly the same as Hanoi. Marshall, there is no walls here, but there is grass and gravel, and also elevation, which makes it a little different.
Yeah, you just need to get into the rhythm of this track, really. So if you're off the line a little bit, it's just so tough to get back on and lose so much time from it. So it this track kind of reminds me of Monaco. You need to get into a rhythm. If you're not in a rhythm, you're gonna struggle.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, I do. Even though Monaco is nothing like this track,
Yeah,
the fact about getting into the rhythm does apply though. It's such a flowing track that like if you're feeling it on your run, then like it could be a really good time in the end.
Yeah.
If you do just one little mistake, you tend to do more, and yeah. But nonetheless, we're gonna follow Erminator as he's heading into turn one on his lap. Turn one, who I don't know. It seems like it's a little bit difficult for some drivers to judge the braking point there. Obviously, it's a long
Oh,
corner.
he's
Oh,
round. He hit. I'm not sure what happened there. Did he clip a curb or a bit of
I
grass?
think he did. Oh, and that is
And
Jendrik going off to avoid him. Steve banks on him, ghosting, and we'll jump over to Steeden as he's heading through Dunlop curve now. Should be a completely flat out corner, I believe.
he on board with Steve. Oh,
Yes.
Milan's got a grid penalty. Finishing with toast.
Oh, well, that's not good. As we see
No.
Steve getting let by from Jendrik there.
I'm sure Jendrick's saving up his battery again, going for another lap.
I would assume so. He's on the mediums after all.
That's depends if
As we
he's got
see
enough fuel.
Steed then heading into Spoon. And Spoon, I wouldn't really say it's that difficult of a corner marshal, but it's
Yeah,
kinda it's not difficult, but it's difficult to get like spot on and actually gain a lot of time there.
yeah. I find the hardest bit of speed for me is the entrance. If you carry too much speed, you're just gonna run wide. So
Yeah.
you need to carry the speed rightly, like correct, so you can just maintain the speed and stay
Steve
on
has
track.
done a 1:28.7, and that's the first lap of the day. We're gonna head over to Jendrik as he has done exactly like you said, and he's now on a lap as Black Phoenix has gone pole now.
On softs, interestingly. So he's just gonna do soft mediums, I assume.
I will assume so. As we see now, Jendrik heading through the Dunlop curve, and not gonna lie,
So
it looked a little slow through there.
yeah, it looks like he's got a bit of understeer in the medium, so maybe going onto the grass, avoiding, I forgot who it was, just cool down the tires a bit too much and just not back up to temperature just yet.
Now through the hairpin, a corner that I always find a little tricky on the exit. It's quite easy to lose it, but at the same time,
Yeah,
quite easy to get a decent exit.
yeah. What do you think's better around the hairpin? To stay on the apex or run a bit wide and get the faster exit? Because I never know, I always
The
stick to the
apex.
apex. Yeah,
Yeah, it's you just get the shorter run, and if you get traction right on the exit, you shouldn't lose any, not at least not much time. As
mm.
Jendrik has done his lap with a 29.7.
I think it's Alfa Romeo next.
Oh, we are on board with Mark
Excellent.
in the first sector in his Mercedes, going through the S's. This is probably my favorite S's on the game.
Yes.
They're long, it's also the elevation change, and to finish it off with the Dunlop curve at the end of it. Really enjoy
Yeah.
that.
It is a great part of the track. It's one of my favourites in the calendar, to be fair. And I'm sure Mark is motivated this week to get a good result after last week's incident in Vietnam, which, if you saw his highlights video, it was
Oh
only
yeah.
6 minutes long. They're hoping for a longer video for him.
Well, we'll see. It starts with quali, and he's heading down towards 130 hour now. As mentioned earlier, not really a challenge for drivers anymore. It's almost like just like a bend, to be fair.
Yeah, you don't really notice it, you just turn.
Yeah. And look at that mark on provisional pole so far.
27.3. 8 tapes clear of Sabetti, so great lap from Marco Alamonda there.
As we even now gone on over to he's getting a little tow from Dion. Now through 130R, and you can see that not even a tiny lift, just goes straight flat through there.
Yeah, it's going a bit deep into the chicane, so it looks like.
Look at this.
Oh,
Oh,
he's
and he goes
bolted
into
it.
the pit, and that caught Dion a little off guard, I think. Nonetheless, we're
Yeah.
gonna head over to Dion then, who is on softs. Going through turn 1 wide there to then get tied in the second part of that corner. Then through the S's, using a little bit of the curbs some places.
Looks neat through here right now.
Does not look too bad. Looks a little cautious on entry
Oh,
to
there's a
Dunlop curve.
Williams on the grass.
I did not see that. Not too bad in the Degners either. Looked a little cautious in the middle of them.
Yeah, it seems very quick from John right now. But
Then
quick, it
out of the
doesn't always
hairpin.
lead to pole.
Now coming up to Spoon. Such a crucial corner to get a good exit from.
Yeah, this looks like a really solid lap right now from Dion.
I'm not sure.
Let's see what
It's looked really good some places, but it's also looked a little cautious some places.
Yeah, maybe it's being a bit cautious, just get a banker in and save
Ooh,
his best laps on the last. Actually shafted some curbs, but kept it on the track limits.
he did, and it is pole by a tenth to Alimonda. Not even a tenth, actually.
Yeah, 800ths of a second.
CPI Black Phoenix is out on a new lap though, and if I saw correctly, it should be 2 tenths up.
Yeah, almost 3 tenths up, I believe. So
Well,
that will
he's gonna
put
finish
him a
sector
high
2 in a
28
moment, I
for a
believe.
second. So
So
it could get close
nine
to the top
tenths up.
two. So yeah, it's gonna
That
be
should be right
close to
around
pole.
Dion.
Yeah.
Now let's see then, out of the final corner, what can Black Phoenix do? He's gonna be doing a
26.9.
126.9, and look at that.
First person to crack the 26s, and the question is, can anyone else get into the 26s?
Well, Dion and Dalimonda has done low 27s on their first runs, so wouldn't be
Yeah, 3
surprised
4
if
seconds
both
again
of
though.
them could be able to break into the 26s, but right
Yeah.
now I'm not sure. I don't see many others that's looking like they're gonna break into it.
I'm just on board with
JMK and
Gendrick.
Dino are good shouts though.
Yeah. I'm on board with Gendrick. He's back in the mediums again.
Chendrick. Interesting. Well, he could be
He's
doing.
Matthew's first sector.
He could be looking to do an alternate strata, you know.
Yeah, do like a Cliffy kind of thing. Starting at the back, then winning an alternate strategy.
Cliffy back in F1 2017,
2018?
2018, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Those two
yeah,
games.
believe
Always
so.
messed up quali and ended up going alternate strat and got himself quite far up in the end.
Yeah. You don't really see them much anymore on the past two games, like 2019 and 20.
I
Maybe
think I would say that it's more difficult to do it nowadays, as there is things called ERS and DRS trains.
oh yeah. I hate the ERS and DRS stuff. But especially ERS.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, DRS with these kind of cars you kind of need it, but
Yeah.
ERS I think I would rather scrap it, to be honest. It's
Take me back to
just ruining
2017.
battles
No
and
ERS.
what?
2017 with no ERS. It just messed with the fuel. and that's it.
Yeah,
Maybe
2017
DRS.
was great, to be honest. Only issue
Yeah.
was like the safety car glitch and the slipstream glitch. But
Hmm.
those were both manageable. Of course, the safety car glitch was manageable in the sense that the leagues were just not running safety car. Which is also not great though, but yeah.
Yeah, remember 2018? It was the desync year, where desync was a massive part.
Also a
Then,
manageable glitch though.
yeah, 2019, at the start of 2019 of the game, we rarely saw the safety car.
And then
It'd
they
be a
fixed it.
miracle. Then they had like 3, 4 safety cars a race or something. But that's a bit exaggerated, maybe one or two.
As JMK goes with a 127
27th lap.
flat. So almost the
Good lap
second
for
driver in the
Renault.
26s then.
I was glad to see Dino not out on track. It's only got 4 minutes left. And
He does, and he's not even done one lap yet.
yeah, so maybe he's saving tyres, but he's pushing himself under pressure on his last lap because if he messes it up, he's going to be down the grid when his rival in the championship is on pole so far.
Indeed.
As a no, Infinite's not on a lap. Never mind. I believe Toast is on a lap. Is he? Yeah, Toast is on a lap. 4 tenths
He's
up.
he's heading towards the hairpin now. Thinking about it, this hairpin is actually a little banked, so Sandford isn't the first place where we've gotten a banked hairpin.
Yeah,
Never really thought about it before though.
yeah. Neither have I. Till you just mentioned that. It's slightly bad. It's not as much as a Zandvoort, but you can definitely see it a bit. And as a driver, you don't really notice it, I feel like. Or think about it, at least.
Oh, you noticed the one in Sandford. It's
Oh,
lock up
yeah.
heaven.
Yeah. As Toast is coming through the last chicane now.
He's indeed, and towards the line, it's gonna be a
28.5.
128.8. What, 28.5? My bad.
Yeah.
Maybe I need glasses.
Yeah.
Shouldn't, to be honest. Unless we're heading over to Erminator as he has started another lap.
Oh, he's backed off, has he?
Oh, he has. Well, Milam has started a lap too, so we'll head over to him then.
Yeah. It's probably... Depends on fuel. He can maybe get 2 laps in on these softs.
Well, I mean, you can definitely get 2 laps on the softs, but it's
Oh,
fuel,
that's a
as
bit
you say.
shocking. Yeah. Maybe battery as well, like... You need to generate more battery to complete another lap, as... If I was
Mm.
Mylib, I'll consider aborting this lap because that first sector, to me, wasn't the cleanest.
Well, it's looking like he's pushing still, so it doesn't look like he's gonna abort this lap, Marshall.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what time he does.
So there's more drivers on laps now as well. We have RP and Sabedi on laps now. Black Phoenix has started his last lap.
Yeah.
Then there is also a couple of drivers on out laps and still
And
a
look
few
at
drivers in the pit
Dino.
actually.
Dino is still in the pits. What is Dino doing? Has he got quali ban or something? I'm going to have a look at the findings.
I don't believe so, unless Malam over the line to do a 128.6. And we are going to jump over to Sabedi as he's in the hairpin right now. Sabmo has called it a day for quali. Same with Toast, they're both done. Now let's see, Sabedi out of Spoon, trying to get a good exit, then down this straight, which, not gonna lie Marshall, I never really less on that straight before 130R.
Oh,
Oh, and
Yeah,
Saberi messed up, or was Jendrik in the way of for him in the final corner? Actually,
look at this.
I'm not
Dino
sure.
is on track. He's coming, just finished sector 1. He's not going to have time. What's he done? He's got
Well,
12 seconds and he's coming up to the hairpin in the middle sector.
interesting. Unless we, oh, as Black Phoenix has improved to a 26-7.
Maybe
Unless,
maybe Dino's trying to do a Cliffy from back in the day and start an alternate strategy. But that's the only thing I can think of. Unless if
could
he
be.
went for food and ate it too slow.
I think I would bet on that one instead. Nonetheless, though, we're watching PRJT Infinite now, and he actually has wing damage here, so I'm not quite sure. And he's backed off now. Not sure how he got that wing damage.
Hmm.
As Mark is now on a lap. I believe actually Dion... Oh, Steve has done a 27-1, Marshall. We missed out on that one.
Yeah, I just noticed that before, when you're talking there. Dino has retired, so he's starting P16. Well, it looks like his rival could be on pole.
I'll see. So far it is Black Phoenix on pole, but JMK, Steve, Dion and Mark are all on laps right now.
Yeah, I'm just watching JMK now. He's coming up to 130R, and he's almost the 10th up. So I think he's just going to squeeze into the 26s, but he needs a mega chicane to get close to that Phoenix.
Oh, well, I guess we'll see his lap time popping up in a moment. It's a
26.9, yeah.
26.9 from him. Now Mark is heading into the final chicane here. Let's see what he can do then. Out of the final corner, taking the grass a little bit. That's not what he wants,
Oh,
and it's
he's
gonna be a
backed
one.
off.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
Dion's
And
finished his lap, he didn't improve. What about Steve? Steve has invalidated.
yeah,
There
it's a
is
10th down this
one
time.
driver left, that is Baba O'Reilly, and he
Yeah,
has
he's
invalidated.
invalid. Yeah.
So it is Black Phoenix on pole position then.
Yeah, it's kind of where you expect Black Phoenix near the front. But Dino, I'm not sure what he's done there. Maybe he's just left it too late, or yeah, maybe he
Well,
wants to
it
do an
looks
alternate
like it.
strategy. I feel like doing alternate strategy, if that's what you're thinking, it's risky though, because you've got 15 cars in front of you, and especially into turn 1, if they break a bit early and just chip above your wing off, that's pretty much your race done.
Indeed.
As Betty's currently on outlap. I think Betty's doing the lap on mediums just to get a feel for how they feel on track, I guess. So just could be just a glitch.
Uh,
Let's see if he carries on.
it must be.
If you look at the time, remember it's stuck on 1 second.
Yeah.
So do we need a restart? Or
I don't know.
oh, here we go. It's done. It's right. Not sure what happened there. The game just didn't fancy working as per.
It is F1 2020, Marshall. Nonetheless, we
Should be
have
used to it by now.
CPI Black Phoenix on pole position, a 10th ahead of JMK. Then we have the Ferrari of Stee in 3rd place. Before we have Dion in 4th, then it's Ali Monda in 5th. Amo with a pretty 6th place there. RP in 7th, Saberi in 8th, and Terminator in 9th, Milam in 10th. Outside of the top 10, we have PRJT Infinite in 11th, then Toast, Jendrik, Pander, Bow O'Reilly, Dino surprisingly down in 16th, and CT Ice Demon in 17th.
Yeah, interestingly, Infinite is starting P11, but because of Milam's penalty, it's going to be on P10. So, and he can
True.
still start on the mediums. So, watch out for Infinite in the race, maybe.
Well, Infinite could be sitting in what is the best position because of that alternate strat.
Yeah.
But there is something called traffic too, though. And being on
True.
pole, you kind of don't need to worry about that unless you have a really bad start. So
Yeah. So it was good qualifying for Admo as well, P6. I'm pretty, bet he's happy with that after saying earlier he really enjoys this track and hoping for a points finish. So
I
he's
do
got
think he
qualifying
would
done.
be.
So
I do believe he would be happy about that. And not gonna lie here, Marshall. Mo probably one of the drivers we've seen improve the most the last 2 seasons there.
yeah,
As last week in Hanoi, he was running as high up as in second, I believe, or something during the race.
hmm
Obviously, also because of strategy, but that's
yeah,
racing.
that's his own credit. He got the right calls, so and that
Indeed.
just paid off then. So as Gendrick's going to be
And
disqualified after formation lap somehow.
we can see that outside of the top 10, or actually from 10th and down, we have PRJT Infinite on medium tires, then Toast on soft together with Gendrick. Pander on mediums, then we have Bob O'Reilly on hards. Milam on softs, but that's obviously because of the grid penalty, so he couldn't choose.
Yeah,
Dino on hards and CTI Simon on mediums. And I'm not gonna lie, Marshall, 2 people on the hard tires, that is a little surprising to me.
yeah, I'm surprised, especially who they are as well, Luke and Dino, because Dino's very experienced from FP, and Luke's more a commentator, but I thought Luke will go into the mediums, to be honest, and so is Dino as well. And I just noticed Juho's not here, so he'd probably be on the mediums if he was here.
He would be on the hyper softs if he was there.
Yeah, take him to like lap 10 or something on the Hypersofts.
Lap 20. Then over to the ultra hyper soft on lap 20.
Remember, I think it was F1 2018 as well at Silverstone, where he had the blue hards. Remember them?
Ah, the super hards.
Yeah, they were awful.
That's the worst set of tires I've ever driven on a game.
Yeah. I remember when the game was new and blue hards, it didn't look like right because you're in a dry track with blue striped tyres on, and it's usually the wet tyres, and it just baffled me.
Yeah, those blue super hard tires, they were horrible.
Yeah.
But fortunately
That was
for
a
the
great
drivers, they don't have to use them today.
or ever.
Or ever for that matter, yeah.
Isn't me?
As we
Was that
see
really
the
quick
predicted pit
formation?
stop strategy, a one stop from soft to hards. I do believe it's gonna be soft to mediums, but we'll see that
Yeah.
later as we have 5 red lights and away we go, and as usual
we
it's
always
a
have this.
hold. And it's a
And
big
here we
hold,
go.
but there we go, and for the run down
Phoenix
to
has a
turn
good
1.
start.
Looks like a good start from Phoenix, but look at Steve on the outside of JMK. He's gonna... Oh, and he goes very wide there. And that's gonna lose him more than he gained him, as Dion is now ahead of him, but Steve still trying to fight it into the SSD, looking a little unsteady. Look at this,
Alamonda's
Alimonda
on him.
sees an opportunity. He's gonna grab it. He's gonna go around the outside to then take the inside in the next corner here. And what a brilliant move by Alimonda there.
Yeah, Milam's had a spin. Unfortunate for him.
Ah, unlucky.
And yeah, I was on board with Jane Clay at the start. He looks like he had a bit too much wheel spin, which allows Steve and Dion to get alongside. And perfect start for the pole sitter, Black Phoenix.
Indeed, and look at this, Black Phoenix already a second in the clear.
Oh, he's got a revving glitch though for me. That's horrible.
Well, thank God we don't see it as much as we did on, was it 2018 or
I think the
2019, where
last
it was
game. Yeah.
everywhere. Ah.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, though, Phoenix in the lead, JMK
Oh.
in second, still looking a little unsteady in 130 out there, actually.
Yeah, that could be a warning. So, he needs to be careful of them.
Still saying
Yeah,
soft to hard, so I still can't believe that is the strategy.
yeah, it's probably easy. Even say it's too soft, soft, mediums. Like, who would do that?
Well, maybe if it was a longer race than it is.
Yeah, and look at this, Infinite and Sabetti both in the pits. So, I guess they're for wing changes, which is really unfortunate for them.
Sabetti
Infinite going to
over to the
hards.
medium tires.
Yeah, they've got a yellow into sector 1. I think that's Panda. Yeah, Panda looks like his clips of grass and went off.
Matt right
That
on the
bit,
back of Baba O'Reilly here. Baba on those hard tires. Probably not having a fun time right now.
yeah, you can see him just going deep in the corner of them hards.
Let's see.
RP,
RP.
yeah.
Getting closer. Not close enough, I think.
I think he has to wait for DRS. To be fair, RP and Admo got away a bit from the rest of the pack, so that's good for them.
They're sitting in a solid 6th and 7th right now. Steedo, he is right on the back of Alimonda here, Marshall.
Yeah, maybe he's got his composure back after the start.
Well, he got put. He did go for quite a difficult move around the outside in turn 1 there, and it kind of unsettled him for the whole first sector, losing positions to Dion and Alimonda too, as
Oh,
JMK has actually lost the position to Dion. I'm
yeah,
not
okay,
quite
he just
sure
got into the
how
gravel.
Dion pulled off a move around there, but it would have been in the Degners or Dunlop.
Yeah, I'd sort of toast lag out as well.
Unluckily for him. Look at this though, Steve right on the back of Alimonda. He's looking for an overtake into Spoon on the inside of Alimonda.
Risky.
He backs out of it. It would have been a difficult move to actually
Oh,
make it. He
toasted.
would have probably lost it on the exit too.
His toast is rejoined, so
As RP's
he
past
can get this stuff.
Abmo on the back straight.
Let's see if Admo can get him back in DRS. This could be like a race long battle, this.
Could be, but first we're gonna have Stee on
Steve.
Alimonda down the main straight. Stee on the inside, he takes back that 4th place there. And now
Admo,
he's going
yeah, he's
after
not
a
close enough.
JMK. And the timings is messed up, so I can't see the gaps between anyone. Well, I can
Yeah,
see between a
same.
few people.
I can see like Dino down to Terminator.
Yeah.
They've got a yellow. Oh, who's that? That's Toast. His spun, but he's rejoined after lagging out. So
Wait, no,
oh,
that's
and
not
then Matt's
Toast,
off.
that's Stee. Stee has lost it in Dunlop.
Yeah, Toast is spun as well, and so did Matt.
Oh.
And and Toast is spun again. And you're right.
Where are these
Steve has dropped down.
shenanigans? There it is.
So that's gifted Armando that P4 again, and RP and Admo up to 5th and 6th. And RP is flying right now in that racing point. Let's see if they can catch Alamonda.
Well, you do say that he is flying, but he's also used up all of his ERS though, so there's not
Yeah.
much management going on here.
Yeah, that's true. But right now, Black Phoenix is in control. He's doing like a Vettel in the Red Bull days, just pulling out a gap and just controlling it.
Indeed. Let's see, Dino on Jendrik, a little too far behind and probably not working too well on those hard tires yet.
Dino's doing well, to be fair. Up to 8th on the hards. Could be on for really good points here.
Could be.
But then again, it's only, I think it's 4 points off Black Phoenix, so I think it's going to be tough to beat Black Phoenix today.
Well, he's gonna be lucky. He's gonna have to be lucky with a safety car, I think, to do that today.
Yeah. As this is the closest battle, I think it's the only battle within a second. So,
It actually is at the moment, so
yeah.
Japan not bringing out the best right now.
And it's only lap 5 as well. As
Well, let's see then. Dino is closing that
yellow.
gap a tiny bit, but he's
I think
not gonna try to go for it there.
These had a nightmare again. I think he's had another spin. And new softs as well.
That will be very unlucky for Steedan, but look at this Dino. As
Dino.
Jendrik goes defensive, Dino around the outside, can't make the move in turn 1. He's gonna try to get the better exit, but he can't do it there. However, though, he's putting Jendrik under pressure through these S's. But also through these S's, you can really see those soft tires working better.
Yeah, they're underselling that far in them hard. It looks like a dog to drive.
Well, I mean, it's fitting then, considering it is a dog to drive in real life, at least.
Well, yeah. As Luke's got a penalty, that's surprises. I think lap 6 around Japan as well, so he's struggling on his sides as well.
As we have a battle further down the field, Sebetti's right on the back of Matt there.
Toast has had another spin. He's having an awful game, but he might be getting disqualified, I think, after rejoining.
Matt lets Sebetti go there.
Back to Dino and Jendrik. Dino's actually dropped off. It's outside of the second now. So right now, we've literally got no battles within a second.
Sebetti.
Oh. Sebetti. Oh,
he's not within a second, but he's quite close, and I do believe he is catching, so he's within a second now.
Yeah, Sebetti a couple of laps younger mediums, so bit of an advantage, I guess.
And considering we have been doing comps over Sebetti for a few seasons now, we do know that he can be quite aggressive, so I'm not saying that he's gonna dive it from here, as the gap is still too big, but
yeah,
probably gonna see something soon.
He needs to save a bit of his battery if he wants to.
However, Dino is back on the attack on Jendrik.
Oh, he is.
Oh, Jendrik makes a mistake and touches the grass on the exit of the hairpin.
They both got about a similar battery as well, so they're both doing quite well to save the battery.
They are. However, out of Spoon, can Dino get a good exit? He has gotten a good exit. He could pass Jendrik on this straight if he wants to.
Abmo's slow.
Abmo has gone very slow on that straight. Did he spin it before the straight, out of Spoon?
I don't know.
He must have.
But What's happened to Abmo's really slow on the straight. He's stuck in 6th down the straight. He can't get any higher than that. He doesn't have the pace down the straight. He's got a McLaren Honda engine.
2017 all over again.
He can't even get into 7th gear down the straight.
Ah, and look at this, Betty making the move on Pander into turn 1.
Maybe his pedals broke or something. If he's on wheel.
Could be, actually. His brake could be stuck on or something. But you would actually see it if it is.
I'm looking at his throttle implications, and you're right, his brake is a bit jammed on. That's unfortunate from Abmo. He's such a good position as well. And it's like his brake, like there's 3 bars on his brake thing, and it's just in red.
So his brake is stuck on then.
Yeah.
Well, that is very unfortunate for him. And yeah, I can see it now too.
Yeah.
And I've seen people having this issue before, and that's gonna ruin his race then.
What wheel has he got, or pedals? Do you know? Or?
I do not know, but
I'm sure I'll be talking about this after the race.
But I mean, no matter the pedals or wheel you have, if your brake is stuck on, it's pretty much ruining your race anyway.
Yeah, it's so unlucky. It's doing so well in the points. I've got a yellow flag.
And that is Luke. Somebody around.
Yeah, Luke's out.
Oh, that is unlucky for Luke then.
That is unlucky. He really good result last week. Gets his first points of the season, and unfortunately he's gone off somewhere.
Dino still chasing after Gendrick here though.
Yeah, Gendrick struggling and soft now.
Now Dino closing on Gendrick down towards 130R. It doesn't look like he's gonna go for any moves here. Also Dino with over with 100% ERS right now.
Yeah, the top 3 are all pitting. That Phoenix onto mediums, and Dion and Alamonda both onto hards. What do you think of that, Andre?
I think Phoenix has done the right call there. And especially with the safety car coming out, I think both Dion and Mark are gonna be banging their heads against the wall.
Yeah. I think Black Phoenix has got that strategy spot on right there.
And Dino and Gendrick extremely unlucky.
Yeah, they are. Actually, more for Gendrick because he's on the softs. Dino at least can take the mediums longer.
Nah, there's no point for Dino to not bid under the safety car now, Marshall.
Oh yeah, mediums.
Think about it, the safety car is gonna stay out for a few laps.
Yeah. And this could be good to Admo, see if he can sort out his brake issue. See if he can recover it a bit.
True. Well, he's in the pit now, so won't do much here, but let's see when he comes out of the pit.
Yeah, he's still got to unlock.
It is still stuck on.
Yeah.
And I do believe, I'm not sure if he would be able to fix it that way, but he could adjust his brake saturation, I believe.
Just get some WD-40, that fixes everything.
One of those I see. Nah, but by adjusting his brake saturation though, it would mean that he would actually have to push more on the brake before it starts braking, so It
Oh, and
could help.
Gendrick lagged out. Gendrick from P2.
Well, that is unlucky for him. As I believe I saw some. Thought I saw somebody in the gravel there.
So that
Some
safety car did
lucky
help him
drivers
because of his
because of
injury.
this safety car though. Marshalls, D and PRJT Infinite.
Yeah. As
Or
Gendrick's AI is just parked up on the apex of the curb. And Diane's got a penalty collision with JMK, so that's unlucky.
those collisions under safety car.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie though, extremely surprising to see how many people are on the hards and not the mediums.
Yeah, same.
I mean, if the softs went 9 laps, then like, well, more than 9 laps too, then like you would think that mediums would be more than enough to make 17 laps.
Especially if it was like Mark and Dion, who pitted when the safety car happens and go into the mediums.
Yeah.
As I think they literally came out of the pits when it came out, so I don't think they had the choice. So people on the mediums, so Terminator and Dino, so they could be quick. Panda on the softs, but Terminator's just
I'm not
lagged
sure
out.
not sure if Pander can go to the end,
No,
but he
that'll
is gonna
be
be quick in the first laps here.
yeah. And Abmo on the mediums, but actually, I think he's fixed his brake because I'm on board with him, and there's no red bar anymore for him.
He,
So let's hope it stays alright just for this race.
well, for him at least.
And he could still get points, possibly. Panda has to pit again, so that puts him up to P11, and pace-wise, he did look quick, so maybe get into the top 10 again.
Oh, safety car in this lap. Everyone's caught up, so PRJT Infinite and Stee are back in it as well.
Yeah, but
As we now
Black
see,
Phoenix slows down the pack.
slows down and slows down. He's going, well, I wouldn't say quick, but he's not going as slow as a lot of people do. As he goes there,
Yeah.
out of the final corner, or second to last corner actually, thinking about it, and on
Looks
to the main
himself on the
straight.
top
It
two.
looks like he's gotten a good exit, but Dion is right on him though.
Yeah, he's on them hard though. He's going to drop off eventually. As Gendrick's joined back,
True.
he might get disqualified. Or probably will get disqualified.
He will.
If you've got a yellow
As somebody has dropped a lot.
it's Milam. Milam, it's got like a surfboard, it's a front wing. Now it's just got some grass. He's just doing donuts on the
As
grass.
Terminator has lost a position there to Pander.
Yeah, Terminator lagged out, so it's just a ghost now.
Dino up into 7th now.
If on the mediums, he should be quick against these
And we've
hardballs.
lost the timings again.
Yep. Love this game.
You know, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, I hate this game.
As look at the gap, Black Phoenix is pulled already on the mediums. Yeah, them hards are just too slow.
They're durable, but that's about it.
Yeah. As Abmo is up to P9 again, so good, that's good for him. Hopefully he can get back up into the points even higher again.
Well, it would be nice to see him getting himself in higher up in the points again. As we see some of the timings coming back here now, and I believe Dino, he's extremely close to Sabedi here.
Ooh,
However,
yeah,
Sabedi forcing him to the outside lane, and Dino backs out of it.
Yeah, turn 1, around the outside 8 is risky. I think...
It's possible, but it's riskier. And that's Gendrick, Gendrick has just retired his car in the pit.
I think it was like Raikkonen in the 2005 round the outside at turn 1. But them cars were so much smaller back
Yeah.
then. And it looks like
Oh, look at this Dino on Saberi, or he can't get it done there. But they're
Dino's got a
still
traction.
side by side though. Dino, will he be able to make the move as he has gone past Saberi and up into 6th place?
Yeah, the mediums are just so much better in traction then. And
Look at this now, Dino
hard to open.
gonna go after RP next. I mean, they can actually see that Panda is gonna be attacking Saberi now.
Yeah, them softs should be pretty quick. Black
See
Phoenix
Black
passes
Phoenix.
lap.
Oh, and look at this, Dino getting an amazing run on RP here. And this should be an easy move into turn 1.
It's got no DRS, so it's going to be quite tough.
Oh, and you are right, actually. He did not get it made there.
Yeah, it's this lap now it gets the DRS. It's got a 4-way train, RP down to Panda.
And Ammo 3 seconds behind these guys.
Yeah, he's surprised to see Admo catch these guys up. As a couple penalties there, I think it was for Dino and Sabetti and Panda. All following each other.
All 3 of them.
across that field.
Look at this, Dino getting close to RP here. And he's getting a
Ooh,
good
Sabetti
exit
has-
out of the hairpin. However, I don't think Dino can go for move into Spoon. He's too far behind and not really pushing towards Spoon.
Yes, Betty had an awful exit on the hairpin. He had like a massive tank slapper. And JMK is getting closer to Dion, I've been seeing for P2.
Well, let's look at Dino now. He should have DRS on this lap, shouldn't they?
Yeah, he should do.
So Dino might get a chance here. As we can see, he has DRS. He applies overtake.
Look at this great run. Stop.
And he's gonna pass RP easily down the main straight and goes up into 5th for Dino.
Dino's next target is Alamondo in the Mercedes.
Oh, and I just realized I think Pandra has made a mistake somewhere because he's lost time to Sabetti
Oh,
and also
you're
been
right.
caught a lot by Abmo.
Has he got damage maybe? No, I can't see any damage. No, just dipped his toe into the grass maybe. As Steve sets the fastest lap. But yeah, Abmo right now, he must be annoyed by his pedals, and it's good to see him back in the points, but I'm sure he wants more points.
Well, he was in 6th place, wasn't he?
P6, yeah.
Currently fighting for P9, maybe P8, so... Oh, as Infinite is out!
Oh! Where was that?
And...
Oh, Jesus! And Ammo's off as well.
Oh, I saw his car, yeah.
And we got a VSC. What on earth happened to... Infinite wasn't even close to Abmo, was he?
I don't believe so.
Oh, that's weird. But look at this, Sanjay. Matt in P9. He's kept out of trouble.
Oh.
With his retirements, he could be getting a few more points today, hopefully.
He could be. And his teammate Alimonda up in fourth as well. As we have green flags again. Alimonda looking a little unsteady before Dunlop there.
Yeah, I'm just on board with Sabetti. He's getting close to RP now.
Oh, you are right. As Ammo is in the pit.
Yeah, Ammo had damage. That's really unfortunate for him. I feel really bad. They had great pace.
Dion's fallen out of DRS range on JMK.
Yep, and Dino's close to DRS now on Alamonda. Oh, it's Zabetti runs wide at Spoon. That's what I was talking about earlier. If you
He
carry too
does.
much speed, you can just run a bit wide.
And you'll easily get a pen that way.
Yeah.
Let's look at Mark then as he's trying to get closer to Dion. This is a fight for a podium position.
Mark would love a podium after last week.
Indeed.
But don't count out Dino as well. Dino on the faster tyres. But I'm guessing the hards might be quicker at the end, I can imagine.
I don't think they will be much quicker if quicker.
Oh. Anyway, yeah, look at Alamonda, he's right behind Dion, and how have you done? Actually, that's a dumb question. I was about to say, have you done much practice around here? But then you don't do any practice.
You know, that's
As not-
not even worth asking.
Yeah, I was just about to say, is that dirty air? Bad around here.
I have no idea, but from like, I don't know, but if it's similar to how it was last game, then it's not gonna be too bad.
Yeah, and seeing how close Alamonda's getting to Dion, it doesn't look that bad.
Now we can see Alimonda pushing down this back straight to try and get closer to Dion before the main straight. However, Alimonda though almost out of ERS here, Marshall.
Yeah, that's one weakness I've noticed in Alamonda's driving. He does like to use his battery up quite a lot. And it can cost him down these like straights when he could have a chance, but he just doesn't have the battery for it. As Sabetti's passed RP to turn one. That's good move for Sabetti. It looks like Dion's run a bit wide there. It's close to hitting the grass. Luckily he didn't. He did then though.
Still managing to stay ahead of Mark at least.
Yeah, maybe. I'm surprised about Dino. I thought it would be catching up a bit faster than this. But maybe it's tough.
Well, I
because
think
Alamonda's
Dino
DRS.
is mostly now struggling with the fact that he's not getting close enough to make a move, and obviously with Alimonda also having DRS on Dion and Dion seeming to get good exits of the last corner, it's
Yeah.
kind of difficult for Dino to do anything.
And to be honest, it looks like they're actually catch up JMK. I might be wrong, but that Renault does look closer to the pack. It's 1.7 seconds down to 1.6, so let's see if they get any closer.
As Mark is trying to close that gap, but it's not closing quick enough.
Yeah, he needs to somehow save more battery, but because he's stuck on medium, it's quite tough to save. And looking at Dino, Dino's got quite a lot of battery. Oh, it's Dion.
Oh, I thought I saw Dion lose the car there, but he only touched the grass a little.
Yeah, he does like scaring us there.
Oh, and look at this, Dino looking feisty on Alimonda here.
He's going for like a better traction out of the hairpin.
He's starting to realize that he's gonna have to do something
He's running out of laps.
surprising to get past here.
As the gap between JMK and Dion, it's back up to 2.5 seconds, so JMK's put that foot down again.
He really has. But let's see now, Dion is right on the back of, no, not Dion, Dino, I mean.
Dino, yeah.
Out of the
And then
final
also
corner,
Alamon's
look
on
at this,
poor exit.
Dino, it's getting a good exit, we might see an overtake from Dino here. Dino pulls out of the slipstream, he's using his battery now as he gets himself up into P4 ahead of Alimonda. Dion, and this should be an easier overtake to make for him next time when they get to DRS.
Yeah, but as Panda pits onto new softs, and I think he's going to be close to Matt, so Panda, it was in P8, and he could still get P8 maybe, if he can catch Matt in time. So maybe the two stops
Possibly.
isn't a bad option for him. Might nick the fastest lap as well if he can. But D, he has been going on to new softs, collecting the fastest laps.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, stop your rivals from getting an extra point.
Now let's see, Dino getting closer to Dion there, getting a better exit out of Spoon as well.
Dino's flying right now.
He is, but
He's got
he is
no.
also running out of ERS now.
Yeah, and there we go, it's the fastest lap.
But can he keep it though? Now
Looks
let's
like
see,
Dino's in the
Dino
exit.
right on the back of Dion, and this is for the podium position. Dino goes to the inside, he's gonna make this overtake into turn 1 as he moves
And
up into third.
Alamonda's dropped off a bit, look. It's over a second behind Dion now.
He is actually.
Then maybe he starts to struggle on them hards. Let's see if Dino can get anywhere close to JMK before the end of the race, as Dion picks up a pen.
Well, 3 seconds, that's gonna be difficult to catch in just 6 laps.
Yeah. Oh!
Oh,
JMK!
and look at that, that is JMK on the exit of the hairpin. And that is him down into 6th place now.
And he's got damage as well, so he must pit.
Ah, that is unlucky. He was looking on, he was on for a strong 2nd place today.
I think that could have just been like concentration, like it was by himself at the hairpin.
Could
Maybe he
be.
just got a bit throttle happy and just lit up the rears and just lost it. I've definitely
Look at
done
this
that before.
though. Alimonda is back inside DRS on Dion.
Yeah, RP's just got past MK now. So RP back up to P6. Solid race for him. But yeah, Alimonda, can he... No, I think he's a bit too far behind of Dion. Still on.
Yes.
As JMK as well gets a 5-second penalty for speeding and pits.
I'm guessing he's gonna be going for fastest lap now.
Yeah, probably. He should still get a top 10. Where is he coming out? He should be P9. Yeah, miles ahead of Eliminator.
Oh, maybe... Nah, he can't catch Pander.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
Not
Panda's
without
getting closer
penalties
to
at
Matt.
least.
I think Panda has got a few penalties, to be fair.
Let's see then, Alimonda once again not too far off Dion here, but we've seen Alimonda kind of struggling to make the overtakes today.
Yeah, Alamonda's struggling with his battery.
He's draining it a bit too much and also struggling with actually getting a really good exit from the final corner, and we can see it again, he's going to be too far off Dion to make the overtake.
We've got Paco in the chat. Good evening, Paco.
Good evening indeed.
As yeah, Alamonde is within about the half-second range, but it just can't save enough battery and get the better exit on the chicane.
Well, it seems like where he's able to get the closest is the back straight and into 130R. So it's not looking like he's able to make a move on the main straight. So I think he's gonna have to try it there at some point.
But I believe both Dino and Dion have pens. So if I'm correct, I think Alamonde could be P2 right now.
Well, that would change a lot then, but I do not know about that. As we see Alimonda and Dion through Spoon. Dion looking like he's trying to shake Alimonda a little, but he can't.
Alamonde's flying down that straight. Gets it closer to that chicane, so I feel like this could be Alamonde's best chance maybe to turn one.
Alimonda got a little bit too close to not JMK, but Dion's rear there. Looked like he was going to go into it, but look at this though. This might be it. Alimonda on the inside, down towards turn one. He takes that third place away from Dion, and he's finally up into a podium position again.
That must feel good for Alamonda because he must be sick of staring at that Racing Point's gearbox.
It's been a few laps.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to make sure that Dion isn't gonna get a run on him this lap though, as Dion is actually getting really close into towards Degners.
Yeah, he is. And there we go, JMK fastest lap. As Panda's got past Matt, I just noticed. There's a few more points for Panda, that's good for him.
True.
But still, I think Matt will be happy with points anyway. It's looking likely he'll get points today.
Most likely. And also his teammate being in a podium position.
Yeah, Alamonda needs to push a bit more still because I think Dina might have one pen. So if he stays under that 3-second mark, he should get P2. But look at Dion. Oh. Dion's going to send it into chicane.
Well, he's tried to, but he's going to get a good enough exit to challenge. Down the main straight, I think. Look at this, Dion. He's going to try to go for a move into turn one. He's going to go to the outside. That's going to be a difficult move for him. Oh, as Alimonda is around and into the gravel.
Oh. What's your thoughts on that side, Jay? What do you
I did not have a good angle on on how it happened, so I can't really say.
Yeah,
I will assume that Alimonda and Dion made contact.
Yeah.
But I couldn't see, as we see JMK making a move on Matt here. But I couldn't really see if it was Alimonda going too deep or if it was Dion turning in, so I have no idea.
Yeah, I felt like I think Dion had to turn for the corner, and I think Alimonda just understeered into him and like bang wheels. So that's unlucky from Alimonda, but it's still P5, so he's getting the few points.
Indeed.
We've got about a couple of laps left now as Black Phoenix crosses the line.
We don't really have many battles though. We have Steve on the back of Terminator though, and this is actually for the last point. Well, I've just realized that Terminator isn't there anymore, so that was that battle.
As yeah, Black Phoenix, he's been unstoppable today. Got pole.
He's been untouchable.
Yeah. And I believe I saw in the Discord earlier, I think he said that he's got no mic today. So
I do believe he said so.
I'll see if he can join, but he might not be able to speak to pot the potential race winner. because he could still lose it somehow.
Highly doubt that he has dominated from start to finish.
Yeah.
He was also actually lucky about the safety cars. He went into the pit
Oh,
right before the safety
hang
car
on,
went
it
out.
is raining. It
Marshall, it
started.
is the second to last lap. I don't think it's
Yeah.
gonna affect us that much.
It could throw people off. It could slide people off the track.
Yeah, at most.
So I'm sure.
Seberi though trying to get within that DRS window on Dion here.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Sebastian's penalties, but if he hasn't got any, I think he could be on the podium here. And we haven't
Could
we haven't
be. He
spoken to
does have
Sebastian in a while.
DRS, so he's gonna get closer to Dion here. But I think for Seberi, the last chance is probably gonna be the back straight.
Yeah. And let's see how these drivers navigate the S's with this rain. And
Interesting. Dino has caught a lot on Black Phoenix this lap.
yeah, maybe Black Phoenix doesn't want to take any risks.
It could be.
Like, he had a massive lead, and it's starting to rain, and Sabeti with a penalty. That could be crucial there.
It could be. And look at this, Seberi right on the rear of Dion now.
I think his best opportunity is maybe in the last chicane, maybe.
Probably.
But he needs to get closer.
Or
he needs
before
to have a good run around
130R.
Q. Yeah. Let's go on board with a Black Phoenix though, come up to the last chicane now.
Yes, and this is gonna be our race winner of the day, CPI Black Phoenix, going out of the final corner towards the line to take P1 ahead of Dino, who started in 16th and will definitely get the Driver of the Day award. And then Dion is
Yeah.
gonna cross the line in fourth, but
Ooh, there we
Sabiti
go.
gets it on penalty. Then Alimonda, he's probably not too happy right now, but he gets P5 in the end. Then next one is going to be RP as he is coming into the final chicane right about now.
RP's probably one of the contain, but from us maybe. Solid race on RP.
Spun it while being most likely a little unfocused. Then his teammate Pander with half a front wing over the line. Matt gets him on penalty, then Steve is on the back straight right now, heading down towards 130R. And just gonna quickly check, I do believe Steve does have the fastest lap. No, James K does, of course.
Yeah, so
forgot about that.
Extra point for JMK.
Steve's over the line. In 10th.
So, wasn't the most exciting race, but not a bad one either.
Not the most exciting, no, but could have been worse as well. But it looked like people were struggling to pass a little more than I expected.
Yeah, maybe it's down to setups. Maybe people ran a bit higher wings to others.
Could be.
I'm gonna go into the Discord now, see if what's he called? Black Phoenix can talk.
As we can see that Black Phoenix with a dominating win from pole position, before we have Dino from 16th on the grid to second place in the end. Then we have Saberi from 8th to 3rd, also strong drive there. Dion stays in his P4 after the race is finished. Same with Alimonda in his P5, then RP in P6. JMK drops down to P7. Then Matt from 17th to 8th in the end. Before we have Pander in 9th and Stee in 10th. Then Erminator in 11th, although he did lag out. Abmo in 12th. Then DNF for all PRJT, Infinite, Gendrick, Milam, Baba O'Reilly, and Toast.
I'm just inviting him now. I'm going to invite Black Phoenix, see if he joins or not. If he doesn't, let me know why.
Indeed.
MP2 was Dino's. Really good comeback from Dino there. Oh, don't tell me there's a PSN issue.
Usually it isn't there.
I just tried to invite Dino and it said like an error occurred. I was like, oh, but I've invited him, so it should be alright.
Well, let's see who we get then.
The Betty's here. Time no see.
Yeah, I was going to say the same. It's been a while.
As Dino's in here, so hey. Hello Dino.
2 out of 3.
And Black Phoenix, he said he hasn't got a mic earlier, so I doubt he's just found one during the race.
Well, he did say no mic tonight, so he probably still doesn't have a mic, so
Yeah.
I would just
Should we
say that you can start off with 3rd place, Marshall.
Yeah, so Sabetti. Like I said, oh, here is Black Phoenix, but he'll be last anyway, so yeah, Sabetti, long time no see, like we said.
Yeah, exactly.
You must be buzzing about your first podium in ages.
Yeah, I think last podium was last season or season before that. So yeah, it's nice to be up here once again.
Yeah, what do you think? How would you get the podium? Oh, obviously it was penalties at the end, but do you think the safety car helped you, or what do you think it's just your pace?
Yeah, definitely. I think I had a good pace, but I dropped to the last place in the first lap, so I kind of had to do my climb from there. And yeah, definitely safety car helped me, so I could get my hard zone, and there was a lot of connection problems also. I think that was good for me, but anyway, bad for them.
Yeah, it's great to see you back on the podium because, like you said, I don't think we've spoke to you since last season F6, so
yeah,
it's nice to have you back on the podium, a familiar name in PSGL. And with this momentum, do you think you can carry on, get more podiums, or one-off, do you think?
Yeah, well, I have had a lot of P4s or P5s. It's usually just about 1 or 2 mistakes I made during the race or a stupid pit stop or something like that. So if I can keep those on minimum, then I think I can grab some podiums. Maybe a win. Don't know.
Yeah. I remember, like, I think it was last season in F6, you was rapid at the start of the season. I think you was in the championship fight. Then, gradually throughout the season, I think you, like, dropped off. So, hopefully, remember when Boomer was fighting for points that one season? Next season,
Yeah.
who won the championship?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think you could do similar next season, maybe?
I thought this would be my season because I dropped from F6 to F11, but I don't know. Maybe if we have the same drivers here and I know how everyone drives and learn the tracks more, and I don't know. I definitely hope top 5 this year and maybe top 3 next year. So maybe season after that it's top 1 or P1 in championship.
Yeah.
So 2 more seasons.
And next week's track is China, I believe.
Oh my. Okay. So let me tell you. Let me tell you. There's 3 tracks I hate. Hanoi in Vietnam, and then Suzuka, and then China. So
I love China.
Okay, well.
It's my favourite track.
Yeah. So were you the guy who weren't normal? in the Discord? Who said that,
Yeah,
Matt?
yeah, that was me.
Yeah, okay. You just like all the tracks, but
Yeah.
you do what you want.
Like I said in the chat, it's boring to be normal.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, anyway, I don't know if you're gonna ask what I like to track, but yeah, I definitely don't like China, but I am expecting like top 5, top 6 maybe. Hopefully.
Oh, so you still got a good pace around there, you just don't really like the track or the
Yeah,
layout.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Sanjay, have you got any questions for Sabeti?
Not really, you covered it, so just congratulations on a long overdue podium, Sabedi, and good luck for next week.
Yeah, we're gonna chat next week again, so.
We'll see.
Alright, yeah, I have to go, thanks guys.
See you in a bit, Sabeti.
And
And Sanjay, going to interview Dino now.
I'll move on to Dino. So, Dino. Here.
I think it's good plugging in his mic, maybe.
No, I'm here.
Oh,
There we are. So, Dino, first of all, quali, what happened?
A bold move. I tried to go for one lap and came out the pits a little bit too late.
A little bit.
I tried to take a risk and then came around the chicane and invalidated it anyway. So, tried to take the risk, didn't pay off.
Fair enough, fair enough. Nonetheless, though, starting 16th on the grid, probably a little further down than what you would have liked to, but nonetheless, you started on the alternate strategy. Then I believe you started on mediums.
Started on the hards.
No, he's on hards.
Hard.
Yeah.
And from there, you did a pretty good job in the beginning, and then the safety car came out, and
yeah.
somehow you managed to get yourself in second place in the end. Like, how was your race?
Surprisingly, I want to say probably one of the best drives I've had all season. But wasn't expecting to be podium. A lot of incidents up ahead, a lot of people disconnecting.
Well,
I'll take P2 from P16.
almost last to first, second to last to second. Nonetheless, though, you found yourself in a battle there at the end. It looked like you took yourself some time before you really got in there when you were behind Mark and Dion. Yeah, I believe it was Dion. Like, you spent some laps behind them, not really doing much. Like, were you trying to like see where you could have some chances, or?
I think so. Yeah. Like, I was trying to buy my time, wait for someone to make a mistake. I got a good run off the chicane to get Mark into turn 1, and then lap later, straight past Dion. Mark was a bit annoyed with that because I got straight past him. He was struggling to get by Dion. But yeah, just bide my time, paid off.
True. Unless, though, the guy in the lead of the championship was unfortunately the guy ahead of you today as well.
Yeah.
So you lost a few more points, but if I'm not mistaken, you should be about 6 or 8 points behind now.
8 points, I believe. I was 4 behind going into this.
So 8 points behind going into next round, which was China, Marshall?
Yeah, it's China.
Well then, how do you feel about China, and do you think you can get yourself closer to Black Phoenix again?
Honestly, no. I think
Love that
I don't
confidence.
think I need Phoenix to have a bad race somewhere for me to catch him. He's quick driver, a lot of pace. I don't think I'll be able to catch him, but anything can happen in these next few races. China's not a strong track for me, so see what happens next week.
Well, you never know. You have the experience on your side, you know.
Yeah, true.
Well, any questions from you, Marshall?
Um, no, not really. Actually, I was just thinking about Alamanda's incident. I was gonna say, do you know what happened? Was you in the party with him? But I can see in the chat. He said that apparently Dion just cut across him before the move was
Yeah,
completed.
I believe so. Yeah. Uh, Obviously, it was a bit far ahead of it, but yeah, Mark was a bit annoyed because he probably would have been set for a podium. He
Yeah,
didn't have any. He didn't have any penalties. Knew Dion had a penalty, and I believe Sabetti also had one as well.
yeah, and
So
I think you had one as well, if I'm right.
yes, I had one as well. So I was just trying
Yeah.
to get that gap on him. But
So
yeah,
yeah, potential
he's
podium for
annoyed
him.
with it.
He's still got points, so it's better than last week.
Yeah, true. That's what he said. He was. He said in Discord, all his aim is just to finish. So he'll be happy with it. Steve's annoyed with his performance again.
Yeah, what happened with Steve? I guess it was a party of him as well.
I think I think he just kept spinning up in Dunlop. I think he spun there about 3 or 4 times,
Yeah, I did
and
see him
then
there a few times.
yeah, and I think he had I believe he's had an incident with Infinite as well coming up towards the hairpin. From what it sounds like Infinite's broke quite a bit early and caught Steve off guard, and Steve's hit him.
Hmm. I'll
So
let the stewards look at that then. See what they
yes,
think.
I believe he's going to put in a storage report for it.
Yeah. But yeah, congrats on your P2 and see you next week.
Yeah.
And Sanjay, do you want me to start with Black Phoenix or do you want to start?
Go ahead, Marshall.
So, Black Phoenix, okay, firstly.
Yeah, I'm here.
I thought you had no mic.
Yeah, me too, but it worked.
Yeah, so congrats on I've lost count of how many wins you've got this season,
Fifth.
but your 5th win of the season, jeez.
I'm counting.
And it's only round 9 and you won 5 races. Crazy. So, yeah, another 4 points over Dino today. Get the gap back up to 8 points after last week's unfortunate race for you. So, are you thinking about the championship yet, or are you still taking it race by race? And
No, I'm still taking it race by race, aiming to top 3 for each race, making sure I'm finished in front of Dino, and maximum points.
yeah, like, to be fair, today you had really no competition, pole and the win, and it never in doubt. After when the safety car came out, we saw you in the mediums. Everyone else in the hards was like, Black Phoenix has won this. Like, so, was you surprised to see so many people on the hards? Were you expecting to go in the mediums?
Going to the mediums is a bit on the edge, especially if you're going like lap 10, not lap 11.
Yeah.
I was a bit lucky with the safety car. It gave me like 2-3 laps more on the mediums, but I kind of tested the strategy with softs to hards and softs to medium. It's almost touch and go. So safety cars more or less gave me a nice cushion, like a lap or two.
Yeah, how did the medium...
But I was aiming for soft mediums today.
Yeah, I think most people would have gone soft mediums, but because of this early safety car on lap 10, I think they thought 17 laps on hards sounded better. But
Yeah,
so yeah,
it's a bit safe.
how did the mediums feel at the end? Were they
60% on the front, 55 on the rear.
Oh wow, okay. So how did that feel on track? Was he just understeering and back end picking out?
No, a bit of understeer into the S's, but kind of was easing up over there to avoid overheating the front left. managing the tires in the S's as much as I can. But I was fine. I had more pace in the cars, in the quali and in the race, but I kind of found myself comfortable and didn't take much risk. But that rain in the end, I was praying, please no rain, please no rain. It came towards the last a lap or two more, and we had to pit.
Yeah, me and Sanjay noticed on the last couple of laps, Dino was catching you quite quickly. So, what did you just?
I was cruising.
Yeah, I said in the commentary, I said, I think you were taking no risks and just taking it home. So
yeah, I had no penalties. I knew Dino had a penalty or two. I don't remember, so I just cruised.
yeah, so congrats on your 5th win of the season. That's just nuts to win 5 races out of 9. So, Sanjay, have you got any quick questions for Lap Phoenix?
Don't jinx me. I kind of envy Dino for his luck. If he can give me some of his luck.
No,
Still,
that wouldn't make it interesting. But did you ask about China?
oh no, don't think I did. So you can
Well,
answer that.
in that case, Phoenix, next week we're heading to China. How is that track for you?
Not a fan, but I'm okay. I don't know. I've did a couple of time trials over there like weeks back. I think I'll be fine. I'll be fine. As long as I'm finishing in front of Dino, I don't care.
If in front of Dino is 11th place, is that still good enough?
Oh, yeah.
I see a man that has his goal set in front of him then. Well, nonetheless, congratulations on another win and good luck for next week.
Thank you.
And excuse me, apparently.
Corona.
No. We hope not. But yeah, congratulations and good luck for next week.
Thank you.
And Marshall, over to you then. Anything you want to add before we close this off?
Check out F10. It's probably on right now. I'm not sure what the laps they're on.
It should be on. It usually is on after
Yeah, it should be on. No,
when we are in the
They're
interviews.
on lap 5 at the moment.
Lap 5, yeah.
Well, lap 5. There you have it then. So, if you want to see some more racing, make sure to check out F10 currently on lap 5. Nonetheless, this has been PSGL F11 round 9 around Japan, with Black Phoenix coming out on top to take the win today. I have been your commentator, Sondre Sorg, joined by Lewis Marshall. With that, make sure and to like and subscribe to the channel, and hopefully we'll see you again.